Students, welcome back to a Digital Learning. It is an initiative by a Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. Hello dear students, in the previous session we have discussed five principles of management which is given by Henry Fayol. Remaining nine principles we're going to discuss in this session. The learning objective of the session is to familiarize the students with Fayol's 14 principles of management and session outcomes. At the end of the session, the students shall have a concept clarity and understanding with regard to Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management. Class. So we have discussed this, the division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, and unity of direction. The remaining, the subordination of individual interest to general interest, remuneration part, order, centralization, scalar chain, stability of tenure, equity, initiative, and strategy corps we're going to learn in this session. The sixth principle of management is subordination of individual interest to general interest. In an organization, the individual interest should not be given any importance. The manager should always keep organizational interest before him and should determine such policies which will be beneficial to entire group and not just a few personnel. It is a responsibility to management to create a common understanding between all. It means the interest of the organization should take a priority over the interest of any one individual employee. Every worker should show interest towards the achievement of organizational goals. Individual interests of workers or employees should not disturb the organizational interest. This is because a larger interest of stakeholders is more important than the interest of any one person. We'll go to next principle, remuneration of an employee. So every employee must be paid an adequate remuneration for his services. The remuneration should be fair and should provide a maximum satisfaction to person who is working in the organization. Personal factors such as demand for labor, position of the labor, competition as well as a cost of living index should be taken into account. The general economic conditions should be considered while deciding the remuneration of an employee. In any case, exploitation of the worker should be avoided. It means this will ensure a congenial atmosphere and a good relationship between the workers and the management. It also helps for a smooth working of the organization. The remuneration payable should lead the workers to maintain a minimum standard of living and at the same time it should be within a paying capacity of the organization. The next principle is order. The author has suggested that at one position one person should be appointed. Each person must have appropriated position in organization. It means according to the Fayol, people and materials must be in suitable places at appropriate time for maximum efficiency. So these principles state that there is a place for everything and everything must be in its place. So this will lead to increase in productivity and efficiency. We go to next principle, centralization. It means the extent to which authority should be concentrated in the hands of top level management. It may be centralized or decentralized. There are limitations of a complete centralization and complete decentralization. Therefore, there should be a proper balance between these two. It means the decision making power in the hands of one or few is called centralization. The dispersal of decision making power among more persons is called decentralization. The degree of centralization and decentralization will depend upon the circumstances in which the organization is working. Author does not favor centralization or decentralization of authorities, but suggests that there should be a proper adjustment between centralization and decentralization in order to achieve the maximum objectives of the business. The next principle is scalar chain, the straight line and command. The meaning of the scalar chain is straight line and command. It shows the straight line of authority from highest level to lower level for communication. The scalar chain is the extract of organization chart and shows the responsibility or position of everybody in an organization. The formal lines of authority from highest to the lowest rank are known as scalar chain. According to Fayol, organization should have a chain of authority and communication from top to bottom and should be followed by managers and subordinates. This can be violated only in case of emergency to facilitate a rapid and easy communication without a delay. This is called a gangplank. It means a gangplank means is the shortest route of scalar chain which allows employees at the same level to communicate with each other directly. It should be used only in a case of emergency to prevent any likely disruption of message and to facilitate a speedy coordination. Next, a stability of tenure. The effort must be made to keep the employee stuck to organization so that the labor turnover can be low by keeping check on administrative cost of organization. Care must be taken to satisfy the staff, otherwise there will be a bad effect and loss of labor. The employees' turnover should be minimized to maintain the organizational efficiency. So employees should be selected and appointed through various procedures. Organization should recognize and reward efficiency. It should assure employment security. Any negligence in this regard will create instability or insecurity among employees. Next will be equity. Equity is a combination of justice and kindness. Equity in treatment and behavior is liked by everyone. It brings loyalty in the organization. It means author emphasizes a kindliness and justice in the behavior of managers towards workers. This will ensure a loyalty and devotion. There should not be any discrimination against anyone on account of sex, religion, region, language, caste, belief, or nationality, etc. Initiative. Within the limits of authority and discipline, the manager should encourage their employees for taking initiative. Initiative is concerned with thinking. Thinking leads to execution of plan. Initiative increases energy on the part of human being. It means the initiative refers to the steps taken by the employees towards their self-motivation. This principle states that the employees at all levels should be given freedom to some extent, so they come forward and use their skills to achieve expected goals. It helps to bring out hidden efficiency of the staff. And finally, the esprit de corps is a French term. It means a manager is like a captain of a team who is responsible to maintain high morale between all workers. It may be possible by effective communication among all persons in organization. His understanding and differences in opinions should not be harmful. The best way of taking such a situation is to establish dialogue between parties. It means the management should take necessary steps to promote a team spirit among the employees. It has to develop the mentality of one family members. There should be a mutual confidence and understanding. It will help to reduce the wastage of resources, misuse and careless use of resources, and in turn leads to increase in our production. So my dear students, in this session we have learned nine principles of management. Totally there are 14 principles of management which is given by Henry Field, who is the father of administrative management. So first one is there is a division of work. Second principle is authority and responsibility. Third one will be discipline. Fourth one will be unity of command. Fifth one will be unity of direction. Sixth one will be subordination of individual interest to general interest. Seventh one, remuneration of employees. Eighth one, centralization and decentralization. Ninth one, scalar chair principle. Next, order. 11th one, equity. Next, stability of personnel. That initiative. Finally, the spirit de costs. References. Thank you, my dear students, for watching the video.